So it was recently brought to my attention that I'm out toting the hashtag AgTech Trek, and I haven't talked a whole lot about AgTech. And so I'm on my way home from doing some AgTech things today, and I figured it would be a good idea for me to stop and talk about AgTech and a little bit of my message about AgTech in general. And in general, my thoughts on AgTech are a little bit unsexy and uneventful. I'm going to let this truck drive by right now because you're not going to be able to hear me. Now that it's passed. So AgTech, and when I say not sexy, it means that I don't think that the fundamentals of AgTech right now are in sensors or any specific technology. I think the success of AgTech, and when I think of AgTech and adoption and making it work, I think of the people that are using the solutions that are being provided. We aren't going to full autonomy on farms, no matter what the process is or what the job is. There's still a person that's doing it. And where I see a lot of failures and where I've failed myself has been not taking into account the users that are involved in the technology implementation process. A lot of information and workflow processes on farms are not documented. Oftentimes you won't have an org chart or an accountability chart or even job descriptions to go off of. So, understanding how decisions are made and how information moves around can be really challenging, especially for a technology company. So my message to growers and to technology companies right now as a consultant is that you really need to understand the users and their workflows and their information flows and how your technology is going to change their current state. So AgTech for me begins with an organizational chart. The organizational chart shows you how you communicate and how you report. And then I think you can also build an accountability chart right alongside that. The accountability chart shows you who's responsible for what or what position is responsible for what. And from those two things, you can start building a good understanding of how you function as a business. And once you have a technology that you're interested in, you can take that technology and look at that org chart and that accountability chart and understand how information exchanges might change or how jobs and tasks might change or responsibilities might change by implementing this new technology. And in doing that, you can be proactive in addressing those changes. Oftentimes what happens with technology implementation is you have this cool new tool and someone in the organization is excited about it, you're putting it into action and you're making it happen, but you failed to recognize the change that technology was driving. And change can be very, very challenging for organizations that aren't accustomed to just making changes a lot. And farming organizations, we have one time a year, or maybe in some cases we have 2 times a year where we get to grow a crop. We don't have multiple iterations. So change is a very risky thing and something that is usually done over extended periods of time. Technology, on the other hand, is something that changes rapidly, and people are in that industry are used to rapid iterations and rapid change. So there's been a lack of empathy, I think, from the technology sector and understanding that change isn't something that as an industry ag's really good at, or not that we're not good at it, it's not something that we're accustomed to doing very quickly. So how you can help adapt to that change and go through that change is by documenting how you do things, and that starts with your org chart, accountability chart, and then you can start diving into workflows and documenting exactly how you move information around. I've fortunately, had the opportunity to do a lot of technology integration in my career, and I have failed as much as I have succeeded, but all of the failures have a common thread in, just lack of buy-in or user, engagement. So the key to addressing those types of things is being proactive about the changes that are coming and making sure that as an implementer or somebody that's trying to drive those changes, you understand what's going to happen and you prepare the people that are using the new tools for those changes. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Thursday. I'll have more thoughts on AgTech to come. Hope everybody has a good weekend.